channel. You can see them a little bit short there, then getting stuck on the inside. A two-man overlap on the outside, and Daly making no mistake there, getting over for the try. You see the pace there by the left winger, the determination to get over the line. Kerwin Bosch, not really any influence with that attempt of tackle. And
use it!
Now Werner Koch likes to run with the ball, likes to take on the opposition. Former South African sevens player, so he knows how to use the field. Bosch back inside, Mpimpi through the gap, brilliant play that by the left winger. Here comes Hendrickse, and Hendrickse I think has got the 5-pointer. Absolutely brilliant play that from the Sharks just when they needed it.
He will.
Fantastic try there by the South Sea Sharks. Take a bow, Makazole Mapimpi. But we see Mapimpi has popped up quite a few times in the midfield. The step there on Fekitoa, then on John Klein. The speed to draw Haley and Jaden Hendrickse like any good scrum off with that inside line of support, and having the pace to score the try.
Yeah, it's all clear.
He's still down in backfield.
Right, thank you. Someone ran for him.
So, incredibly important line out. Here comes the maul. As you mentioned, only one try scored from a maul in this competition. Here's Mbonambi. Strong work there from Niall Scannell.
Ball is out.
Williams, out it comes. Oxenchair. That close they are. Here's Shatuka. And taken on by the big man. Has he got over? Based on that body position, surely he's scored a try here. But Wayne Barnes has done the right thing. He wants to have a second look.
We've had has been said then that when Evan Etzebeth plays well for the Sharks, then the team plays well. He certainly had a strong game.
Still they come in the form of Jean Klein. Desperate to get over that line. Ergia Snyman. It's a good field position this for Munster. They could attack either way. Still they come. And another opportunity to get very close to that line. Mike Haley is standing very wide on the left-hand touchline. All he needs is a little kick. They've got to do it, surely. There's nobody standing out wide, but they can't get the ball out at the moment.
Go off your feet.
Or they're intent on taking the forwards over the goal line. Still they come. The try's been scored.
I said that if they wanted to stay in the game, they need to get points on the board. No better than getting that try with the conversion to come still as well. Probably not ideal for Mapimpi and to be guard and bodyguard, first and second defenders at that ruck.
I'd try and pile on some points now, to be honest. But anyway, that's the choice that Khaleesi's made, that they want to pursue the line-out option, and it hasn't been their greatest success this season, mauling from the line-outs.
Yeah, and it's poor discipline from Munster there, I think, conceding 2 penalties in a row like that. On the flip side, the Sharks have been really good in terms of their discipline, only conceding 1 penalty throughout this game. We're 44 minutes into it, so opportunity for them, yeah.
Well, can they get that maul in motion?
Advantage.
Started pretty well, hasn't it? The arms out again, so it's another penalty. But at the moment, flying for the line, and they've got the try. Full credit then to Sia Khaleesi and his charges for making that call. And the possibility of a 7-pointer. They've got 5 of them. It's just up to the conversion from Kerwin Bosch. Bongi Mbonambi took a little bit of a knock there, but he had a smile on his face, so I think he's okay.
Yeah, and a good set by the Sharks. Munster going up and competing for that line out, you know, missing the compete and then not being able to get back down to sack that maul of the Sharks. Well set by the Sharks, and then just working through it. You see Thomas du Toit there providing a stable platform, and Bongi Mbonambi at the exact right time.
Out the game.
Well, he has played there before. However, having said that, it does take away a key component of the Sharks game.
Don't come, make
And
sure it's
puts a lot of pressure as well on Gerbrand Groble. Although we've seen Sikambuze Nocha also usefully used in the line-out, he wasn't part of it on that occasion. The Sharks have regained their composure and their brilliance from the maul. They've got another try. And I think it might be Bongi Umanambi again. These days, hookers score a lot of tries. They back at the back of the maul.
But great execution once again from the Sharks. The throw spot on Gerbrand Groble, taking responsibility in that line-out with all the locks injured, securing that ball, and then a very solid drive by that Sharks pack. See the determination of Oxenchair just working, steaming forward there for that maul. Sia Khaleesi working so hard as well.
We might see a little bit of foot tennis now from the two packs of forwards. That also not far enough from Connor Murray.
Play on.
A tap down coming there from Shane Daly. Kilcoyne. That ball just popping out. Fakatoa now. Very strong runner. And a very determined man, but some great tackling there from the Sharks. Here they come. Mpimpi thinking about what to do with it. They'll just get it out wide. Here comes Chamberlain. We haven't seen a lot of him in the game from the full-back position. Now Werner Kok, he's got a man outside him. He doesn't want him. He's going to hit the try himself, and a brilliant finish from the right winger.
Fantastic try by the Sharks, probably the best of the day for Munster. Werner Kok goes over, fantastic offload there. The right decision would probably have been to make the pass to Vincent Chatuka, but he steps, gives a step off the right foot, and the pace to score the try. Obviously delighted with that try, a bit of a celebration. I've got no idea what that means, but he's happy.
And we mentioned it earlier, the importance of the benches that both sides have got. And we are at the coast, but it's still pretty warm and pretty humid here in Durban, which is tougher for the Irishman maybe. Connor Murray with a put-in.
Ball is out.
Quick delivery to Crowley. Now the little run around there. Well, an interception. Here comes Bosch. He's got pace. I think he's going to have enough pace to get home. And it's yet another try for the Sharks. Number 4 in the second half alone. This is turning into quite a whitewash given the second half performance.
The Sharks brimming with confidence at the moment. Defensively, just applying the pressure there once again. The ball going to ground from a Munster point of view, and Kerwin Bosch defending in the fullback channel for the Sharks, snapping it up, and the pace to score the try. We saw him early in the game also taking a beautiful gap and making the wrong decision that time around and not being able to convert that this time around. The pace to score it, no passes needed.
Dave Kilcoyne put in a good stint. He was quite evident as well in a lot of the carries, but this is an important line out here for Munster. They really need to get points on the board. They've got none in the second half as of yet. Can they package this properly? There's some good work going, and there we go. A very well constructed try. They put it all together and they sprint back to the guys, back to the halfway line, and just helping to close the gap somewhat.
Who has slipped onto the field, replacing Niall Scannell. A well set maul for Munster, and replicating what the Sharks have done to them a couple of times during this game already. Jack O'Donoghue very prominent there in the front of that maul as well.
Is to start to make things a little bit interesting. But the Sharks have looked very unified today. In fact, they've been very impressive, one's got to say. Their season has been a little bit higgledy-piggledy. Crowley. And the work close in just seems to be a little bit tougher for them. They haven't, when they did get the ball out wide, they looked a lot more dangerous, did Munster. But they don't seem to be that concerned with that right now. But here comes Anton Fresh. The long pass, the bounce not really favouring Munster, but still they go. Mike Haley now. They've done really well there to keep that ball alive. Fresh, Fakatawa. Interception. Mpepi, once he gets going, who's going to stop him? The answer, nobody. Makazolo Mpimpi with his second try. I'll say his second try. He scored one, but of course they had to come back. So that is his first one of the match.
His second try, but the first one that counts, Gav. Ball going to ground for Munster once again. Having to force the play a little bit now, Munster, and Fakatawa trying to force that offload straight into the hands of Mapimpi, and that's the last guy you want. With 50 meters to go to the try line, not a lot of people will stop him there. He gets over for his first try of the game, the 7th for the Sharks.
Worried about, oh dear, and could this be another injury for the Sharks to consider? The last thing they need. He has a defensive role to play from these lineouts. Taken by Jean Klein. And when they've got the ball, they really have looked quite good on occasions, have Munster. Here comes a try for them. It's Mike Haley, an individual try. And the Sharks' defence on that occasion absolutely looking quite gobsmacked at the way Mike Haley wormed his way through them.
But now functioning on the left wing for Munster. Nice set play, and it's Chamberlain actually there who was not able to hit in there. We did see him.
Well, rugby is a game of pride too, so you want to finish strongly in a situation like this and show your worth. In the last 5-7 minutes we've seen quite a lot of them, and they've done really well. Yeah, they come now with a peel around and still flying for the line. They're over it. Have they got? Yep, they've got it down. All of a sudden, Munster, too late she cried, but they certainly are getting tries now. 3 of them in the second half.
And the 5th one now that we've seen from Munster, expecting the maul, but then the peel around the back, the dummy from Wycherley, and then going over to score the try.